been living for the Lord and still living for the Lord. And so, you know, in the city, and Fort Worth is a big city. In the city, you know, and we've been in church life. We both have been in church life. I can't remember not being in church life. And so, you know, we knew. And so we were here and there looking, you know, asking Lord for mothers. And we ran across some 70-year-old ladies, mothers, but we know that was ours. And then her brother's wife told her, I meet with this prayer group on Tuesdays. And she said, you know, and we pray, it's ladies, and they pray. And so we went to the prayer group. And when we went to the prayer group, it was like these are the mothers. And so that's how I got to meet elect Lady Johnson, that is now the pastor's wife, Superintendent H.L. Johnson of Holy Deliverance that we're a member of. So that's how I got to meet her, you know, through going through a prayer group. But I remember Sister Lula, she told me, she said, we not only need to meet mothers for them to tell us what to do, but they're 70 and over, we need to undergird them.
That's right.
We need to see what they're doing, and then we need to undergird them. Not trying to be out front, just undergird them, help them, because we can walk just a little bit faster, do a little bit more than they can do. And she said, that's what we need to do. So I thank God for that. I thank God that, you know, she did some, but Mother Davis, you had met her, but she wasn't able to, you know, the Lord, she went on home to be with the Lord. And so she wasn't able to be here. So now I'm, you know, it's just so exciting for me, because that's the job that now I'm able to do that, to undergird you. But that's why I said, you said you had a conference, I'm coming. And then I asked people to come with me, and I told them, we're coming to work. I didn't tell nobody they were doing anything. We are coming to work. And so that's what I'm just so grateful. Now God's allowed me to undergird you. See what you're doing, and let me undergird you just to see that. And so I am so grateful. And so it's just such a blessing to be here, to help you do what God has called you to do. And I thank God for that. I thank God for that. As I say, I thank God for him, for the young man that he didn't wait for us. No, he came in and set this atmosphere this morning. Oh my God, anything that was in here that wasn't supposed to be, it had to leave. It could not stay. It had to go, the door also had to go through the air vent. He got rid of it. So when we walked in here, it was ready. Thank you. God bless you. So I do thank all of you for being here. And I thought about, as Apostle Mother Davis, is what I call her, met her in 2015, and she and Archbishop graced our home, and I've asked God years ago to, because I wasn't a very friendly person. I was so introverted, so self-conscious, so, you know, didn't think much of myself, just everything. So I asked God a long time ago, God, you bring me people, because I don't know how to pick friends. I never had any, didn't really think I needed any. I just thought, give me a book. Give me a book. I traveled all over the world through books. Give me a book. So finally he told me, yes, you do. So then I started asking, okay, you bring them to me then. Because I didn't think I had sense enough to, I didn't know then even how to pray for. So I thought, you bring them to me. And so when I met, so through the years he brought them, and he set them right here. Some of them I didn't want. I didn't want them. Some of them was too loud. They was too bored. I was like, why do I? But I know God set them right there. Anyway, I'm getting off track. This is one of my friends. He's telling me. She wasn't loud, but she was just so cute. I was like, what do I do with a cute friend? You know, she was so cute and polished, and I'm like, okay, what do I need with her for? I'm just normal and you know, homey and all that, and you know, thank you. But when mother came, when she first came in though, immediately my spirit is attached to her. Just attached to her. And you know, and I just love you. And I think, okay, let me go where I need to go. Okay, anger resolution. I was trying to go back, I think in 2003, I went to a seminar called Anger Resolution. This changed my life.
Come on.
This changed my life. I've been a no-nonsense person as far as I know, so I don't go to things just for the hype of it. I don't go for the good feeling of it. I was asked to go to this, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, anger resolution, I ain't angry about nothing. Okay, but I'm going to go because I was told to go. That changed my life. Changed my life. And I've gone to probably 3 or 4 of them, and then it's so engraved in me that I've been asked to start teaching anger resolution. And so I can only give you a tidbit because this was a 3-day seminar, and then when I taught it at another place, I taught it for a year. I taught it for a year.
My God.
About an hour and a half or 2 hours, one night a week, and taught it for a year. But you know, I thought about we women of excellence, because we found out that we are women of excellence. And then, you know, we've been traveling on this journey. Mother had taken people on this journey, and now we're part of this journey, that she's taking people on this journey with us. And we've known now that we are this raw dynamite. You know, we've all of this. But as we are all of this, we actually have to look at ourselves and look at our personal life and say, now I'm all of this, and you know, looking so good. Looking so good. But how am I really? What am I really? You know, I have this thing about me, you know, being in ministry a long time, and especially pastors and pastors' wives, we have to set ourselves where people are always looking at us. So even if somebody is coming at us, we have to set ourselves. And I have this little thing I can set through. And I can sit like this. And I don't care what you do or what you say to me, I can sit. Because I've asked the Lord to set me. Sit. But in my sitting, am I angry?
All right.
When I'm smiling, am I angry?
All right now.
You know? And so we have to look at this and look at ourselves and examine ourselves. Now I found out going through anger resolution, I was in corporate world for 30-some odd years, and you know, we taught anger management.
Yeah.
But I found out that we can't manage anger. You can't manage something that's not controlled.
Come on now.
It's like water going through your fingers. So we found out that you have to resolve anger.
Yes, sir.
And the way that you resolve anger is you have to go back into your own self and look at that dirt.
Come
you know,
on,
that stuff that
all
you kind of hid down and say, okay, I ain't gonna tell nobody, don't nobody know. And I'm just gonna kind of cover it up. But in order to resolve that, you have to uncover.
Come on.
You have to uncover yourself. Yeah. And you have to uncover it. You have to look and see, what am I really angry about? Okay, every person communicates a spirit of anger that has been detached by others. If you don't be careful, and I'm going way off the script, but if you don't be careful and you hang around, you know, the Bible tells us not make no friendship with an angry person, because anger is contagious. And if you're around people that are angry, you'll find yourself getting angry and don't even know why. You know, sometimes we have some men in the room, excuse us. But sometimes women, you know, we want to say, well, not us, but now the younger women want to say, oh, I'm just PMSing. No, you're angry about something, and now you decide you want to take this thing to say, this is what I'm angry about. Let me have this angry moment. God is not pleased with that. He doesn't give us a time out to be angry, working our neck, putting our hands on our hip, and telling somebody what we think.
Wow.
He doesn't give us that. That's not pleasing to God. We're saying He told us to be holding all manner of conversation. So He didn't put a quotation mark. This time of the month, you can act the way you want to act. That is not what He's saying. So we have to be holding all our manner of conversation. He doesn't give us an out on that. Amen. Anger is usually an unconscious condition, and therefore is denied by others. Because usually you ask someone they're angry, oh, I'm not angry. I don't have to be angry about it. All my bills are paid, and I went out shopping last week, and I bought the things I wanted to buy, and blah, 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 blah. I said, oh, I'm not angry. But we have to remember that sometimes we are angry about something and we don't know it. I had this little word that I wasn't angry, I was just hurt. That sounds much better than angry, wasn't. I'm hurt that you did that to me. I'm not angry, because angry just sounds like that's something that people do. People don't be, but that's just a cute word for angry. And I'm trying to just say, I'm hurt. But if I'm angry, I have to research it and see if I am. Look at anger. The reason we want to resolve anger is because anger destroys marriages. Yeah. Just think about how anger destroys. It destroys relationships. We get angry at somebody and decide we're not going to talk to them. You know, just think you're not going to talk to someone, and you get angry. So that just destroys relationships. Relationships that God may have even brought us together. And now we're going to get angry. We're going to destroy that relationship over something that's angry. Anger destroys families and nations. And so we have to resolve whatever anger that's coming, you know, now to us. Anger that progresses into wrath. The reason we have to resolve anger. See, the Bible tells us to be angry but sin not.
Yeah.
And the reason it says that the anger is just an initial emotion.
Right.
If I hit her right then, she'll get angry. Why she hit me? That's an initial emotion.
Right.
But she continues to hold that anger then goes into other things. It goes into wrath.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at that into wrath, it's a passion. See, anger comes from that initial emotion, this goes into wrath, and wrath is such a passion. And when you get passionate about something, let's look at the wrath that boiled over, the anger that boiled over into wrath, and it caused the first murder. And we're talking about Cain and Abel. Talking about Cain and Abel. Okay, Cain brought the fruit of the ground as an offering to the Lord. And then the Lord had he brought the fruit of the ground to the Lord. The Lord had no respect for Cain nor his offering. And Cain was wroth. That means he was right. He was getting mad at the Lord. He was wrathful. He was wroth. Abel brought the firstling of the flock, and the Lord had respect of Abel and his offering. And then Cain talked to his brother Abel, and then they went in the field and he killed him. He killed him, and he didn't do anything to him. It was the Lord.
Come on,
it was
talk
the Lord
about
that
it.
told him he didn't receive his offering. He didn't receive his offering. But he got mad at his brother and killed his brother. So that's why we can't let that little anger, you know, it goes after something that someone else did, and now you're going after someone else. That's good. There's a significant relationship between unresolved anger and lust. Unresolved anger and lust, that's a relationship. Both are expressed by unrestrained emotions. This thing you have to unrestrained, that's what lust is. We're not even just talking about sexual lust. People that love to go shopping just to shop, that's a lust. I got all these clothes. The person say, I have all these clothes hanging in the car. They still have tags on them. Why? Why are you wearing them and not wearing them? What is that? That's a lustful spirit. I just need more of that. Well, I have blue shoes. I need a blue purse. I already got a blue purse. I'm going to get this other blue purse just in case that blue purse don't work with that one. And then let me get these other shoes. I know I got a pair of black blue shoes here. But just in case I don't want to wear those blues, I'm going to wear these other blue shoes with this blue shoes. That's just lust. We're feeding that. We're feeding that. That's a passion that we're feeding. Both focus on present fulfillment with little or no thought of the future. Don't think about the future, just think about right now. So that's what's going on with it. There's an obvious relationship between anger and violence. And we see that when people get angry. We're looking at Cain and Abel. Get angry. People don't have to be angry at one another. They can be angry and take out the anger on someone else. You know, sometimes a friend of mine, we were walking down downtown Fort Worth one time, and I was pregnant, and we was walking together, and this man was coming toward us, and he just looked like a regular man, but he just walked up to us, and it happened to hit her. He just bumped her with his elbow, just kept on walking.
My God.
Just kept on walking. You know, and he was angry about something. It wasn't about us. He didn't know us. We had never seen him before. But he was angry about something. So we have to be so mindful that there's a relationship between anger and violence. You know, when you get angry, your violence,
Mm.
it goes out. Sometimes, you know, not even intended for the victim. Remember, look how many innocent people we hear about that get shot,
My God.
you know, or get killed. You know, when you're angry and you're driving fast, and you're thinking, I'm just going. Well, there's other innocent people on the road.
Come on. Come on.
Innocent people on the road. So we have to be so mindful of that. Now, spirit of anger. We talked about that initial emotion of anger. But when we get that spirit of anger, it's hostile energy from a buildup of inner tension.
Mm.
That's when we have all that. We have that inner tension that's going on that we haven't released it, and it's there, and it's going to have to be released. And see, it becomes we have to have it has to have an outlet, some one way or the other. It's a disposition of hostility from anger, wrath, and malice. Now, when we're looking at and we're having to pray about the spirit of anger, we have to look at, because sometimes it's a result of past hurts that have not been properly resolved.
Mm.
Sometimes we have a problem, we just kind of push them
That's
under,
good.
you know, push them under, and we thought, oh, it's going to be okay. And 10 or 15 years later,
Well, talk
something
about it.
happened.
Come on.
And most of the time when, think about this, most of the time when something happened, it's not so much of the initial thing that happened right then. Think about this. If we're in a store or something, and somebody come up to you and just kind of bump you, and don't say excuse me, keep going, if you're not careful, then you might, what they hit me, what they bump up against me for? You know, they didn't even say anything. Well, where did that really come from? Did that really hurt you that they bumped up against you? Did you feel as though you was being ignored?
Mm.
Did you feel as though I deserved? Did they say something to me? Did you feel as though you're being disrespected? Then why? What's a bump? How many times have we bumped up against someone, knowingly or unknowingly, and may not even say anything to them? So we have to, even something as simple as that, we have to look and see, why did I get, especially, girl, you know, she bumped up to me and didn't say anything. Why are we getting so upset about it? What is unresolved about this? Somebody overlooked us one time, and now it's all coming back to us. I remember when she stepped on my toe, and she didn't say anything, I bet she stepped on my toe on purpose. Why are we getting so upset about what we're getting upset about? So we have to stop and look like, what was those past hurts? What was those past hurts? Now, anger is the agitation of the soul. It's a violent emotion. The mind can be stirred up with emotion. The emotions can be aroused with irritation. And the will can be revoked to action. So that's why we have to resolve the anger. We have all these emotions. Then the will come in. We start thinking about it. Then we think, okay, it's time to do something. You know, I laughed when Pastor Washington, when she said that when Mother was talking about it, she said she was a quiet person and she didn't hardly say anything. People thought I was a quiet person too. I think about it because I tell people now, like, I know quiet people. Because you're not saying anything out of your mouth doesn't mean you're quiet. Because I was one of those. They used to say, oh, she's so quiet. I think to myself, no, I'm not. I'm talking about you right now in my head. I am not quiet. You just think I'm quiet. So now people say, somebody be sitting over there and they're not telling us, oh, she's so quiet. But think to myself, no, she's not. It's possible that she's not quiet because I was one of those. I used to tell people, I just didn't talk. I was not quiet. I had a whole lot going on in this head.